Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 radio station every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The best digital radio station in the nation. Guys, we have an amazing show this week, which is, I have so many thoughts, but it's been crazy wet weather. And I am loving the cold and the rainy weather, but at the same time, everyone out there, especially on the roads, you need to calm down. Guys, it's not that serious. You're not going to get in there faster, but you just need to calm down. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You move with me, your body free, you next to me, you give me something real, oh it's ecstasy, I love the way you feel, I love the way you feel, just you and me.
Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, this is another show which I am excited to, start and have another show with you guys, another week done, where this crazy weather, which I don't understand, where everyone wants to just drive a lot faster. No, that's not a good thing to do, guys, especially not in the weather. And it's cold as well. So you just need to slow your roll and just, pump the brakes. Guys, as I was saying, we're having an amazing show. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You next to me, you give me something real, oh it's ecstasy, I love the way you feel, I love the way you feel, just you and me.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, it's another show which I have a great show in store for you guys. And I am happy and I would like to, put a smile on the dial where it has been crazy cold, miserable, wet weather in LA. And it's like, yes, we need the rain, but at the same time, it's just like, it's on steroids. That's what it is. I just cannot believe the craziness of just all the potholes, all the, just like, it's actually destroying houses. It's actually just, look, I've just never seen it. So this is a little bit too much, and I think we've got another few more days to it. But anyway, we need to stay positive. We need to stay upbeat. We need to stay on top of it because it's only temporary. And I'm glad that we are actually, getting all the water and the rain. We just need to do little small dosages. But no, not in California. There was either all or nothing. That's their approach. And that's just how it is in LA. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
something real. You move with me. Your body free. You next to me. You give me something.
You're listening to Miss Sarah B. I'm your host. Sit back and just enjoy, and I have an impactful show as I have a weekly show, which is every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you've tuned into a bit of a different type of show. Our goal on our show is to shine a light on American open wounds, showcase those urgently attempting to stop the bleeding, and hopefully inspire some folks to undercover opportunities to do the same. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email at theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You'll never hear what anybody else has to say. The most ordinary sights and sounds, smell. The texture of shadows on the floor. The world of color is infinite, as is the world of sound. And it is only through stopping.
Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, I am going to bring up a good and an interesting topic, umbrellas. Yes. What makes you think that I want to discuss or talk about umbrellas? Well, this crazy weather in Los Angeles, it has been raining cats and dogs, and it just won't stop, and it just keeps going, and I am going through umbrellas like, oh, look, I've already broken one of the ends, and I'm like, wow, for someone who doesn't use umbrella, or for a city that doesn't have much rain, and don't really use umbrellas, well, I've already broken just the end, but it gets me through it. That's the main thing, you know what I mean? So in saying that, what are the best umbrellas, for, I'm looking here where it says the best umbrellas for wind and rain. So, I don't know, what kind of umbrellas you like. Trudging through a rain is really enjoyable, but a great umbrella will reduce the misery, keep you up mostly dry and easy stowaway when it's needed. So our favorite is to compact the Rebel windproof travel umbrella. It's a 9-rib construction held up against the gale force winds, and it's sturdy as the umbrella and sells more than twice the price. So our pick, it's saying here, a Rebel waterproof travel umbrella, the best travel umbrella for most people, which is solidly built, easy to find umbrella, holds up high winds, and it also comes in several colors. So it's for $23, where you can get it on Amazon, which is, not too bad. And then you've got here the runner-up, which is the Amazon Basic Automatic Travel Umbrella with wind vent. A travel umbrella with a great wind resistance. This is nicely priced. Umbrella blow away almost competition in wind restriction test. Wind restriction test. It comes in ranges of color. They tend to vary in pace. Oh my gosh, vary in price, and the model has history and stock value. So that's, okay, good old, the runners up. And it's, for $19. So that's not too bad. So the Rebel windproof travel umbrella, it's $23. That's the favorite pick. The Rebel windproof travel umbrella folds up, compact size, so it's 11 inches long, so it fits in most bags and glove boxes. As a button, it's forceful, expands to reveal an ample canopy, so 37 inches in diameter, which protects your torso head from participation in all but windiest conditions. As its textures handle and easy for hands of all sizes to grip. We also appreciate this. The umbrella comes in several colors. So more readily found yours in a crowded umbrella bucket. Finally, Rebel backs this reasonable price umbrella with a lifetime refund or replacement guarantee, but only if you purchase directly from Rebel and register the item under its warranty. Oh, okay, so you have to register it, okay, under the warranty. Okay, so Amazon Basic Automatic Travel Umbrella with wind vent, which is the runners up. So it is costs less than our top pick. You get it in black. Other shades cost more, and due to the vent designed and sturdy built, it shrugs off even the toughest gust winds testing. Since 2017, when the first came to our attention, this umbrella has gone in and out of stock several times, making it hard to predict when it is and when it will be available. But as winter 2023, the stock issue seems it has been resolved, provided there remains the case that the solid umbrella. So also a great umbrella, which is a Balio folding double canopy umbrella. It's a travel umbrella that's slightly more fancy, slightly less practical. This umbrella performs similar to our top picks and has more luxurious build. However, it lacks the wrist strap. So it's $27, in Amazon. So the Balio folding double canopy umbrella looks and feels premium with the wooden handle and solid build quality. Yet it costs less than our top picks, the Rebel umbrella, but as a wooden handle is most slippery than the Rebel handle. And since the Balio umbrella also lacks a wrist strap, You'll need to be more vigilant to keep the grip on. The umbrella holds up well to a strong winds, and its 37-inch wide canopy easily bounced back after with a force of introvert during testing. The Bellier umbrella deploys quickly. So yeah, that's not too bad. So you're listening to Sarah B Solutions. You can drop me an email on your thoughts. The best email, which is theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Fixing conceptions on the world of colour and sound, that you really begin to hear it and see it. That unless you do have that basic framework of a certain kind of order and a certain kind of discipline, the force of liberation will blow the world to pieces. It's too strong a current for the wire.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's topic is about umbrellas because of this crazy, hideous weather that we have in La La Land. I have discussed 3 umbrellas so far. I am seeing another one, which is the Budget Picks, which is Lewis and Clark umbrella. Cheap, light and bright travel umbrella. It isn't the toughest umbrella, but it comes in many colors and it's portable and inexpensive. So it's great for the kids or forgetful folks. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So if you buy something cheap and if you lose it, you don't have to worry about it. So that's not too bad. So the Lewis and Clark umbrella was a previous top pick in the guide, and it's still great value. The lightweight travel model frequently goes up on sale for about half the price on our other picks. So it's a good choice for kids and those who tend to lose umbrellas. It isn't a solid build as the other picks, but at 10 ounces is a quarter pound lighter than the Rebel or the Repel and the Amazon basic models. Its 38 inches canopy offers better coverage and more wind resistance compared to most other umbrellas as $20 range, which also is comes in 9 colors. So that's not too bad. I like that. I like it when there's, I like these bigger umbrellas. Also, which is the Tate Open or the Tate Auto Open wooden stick umbrellas, which is a low price, which is $23 from Amazon. With this model, you get a great classic style and impressive durability as it's very reasonable weight and price. So if you want more coverage than the compact automatic umbrella they provide, stick umbrellas, those typically are taller and heavier and have a wider canopy, so it protects more than just the upper torso. Amongst the 9 stick options we tested, so the Totes Open wooden stick umbrellas was far the most affordable, yet it held up against the strongest winds and didn't feel at all top heavy, which is a common issue with the types of umbrella, often misidentified as a golf umbrella. This also looks nicer than you might expect for the price. But if you want something made from more premium materials, you're willing to spend a little more, consider our stick umbrella and you can go from there. Next one, which is the upgrade pick, which is Devart Elite, which is a premium stick style umbrella. If you're willing to pay a little bit more, $159 for an umbrella. If you're willing to pay a little bit more for timeless umbrella, which with elevated style and construction, this is the one you get. I didn't realize $159 for an umbrella. Okay, so as we've established, you don't have to shell out a lot of money to get the great umbrella, but you do not have to opt to splurge a timeless stick. This Devant Elite is worth is worth it. It's the stick length leather handle, a high quality fiberglass frame, 44-inch microfiber canopy. Plus, this is a lifetime guarantee to back it all up. The Elite is available in 3 colors: black, navy blue, and copper. Beyond its fancy material, this umbrella can really perform its withstand an exceptional well. And thanks to the flexibility ribs, it does not become a kite when subject to strong gust. Instead, it turns inside out and recovers easily. It's worth nothing, but however, that's an Elite cane handle, measures 5 inches across, which could be a lot for a smaller hand to manage. So in saying that, I'm still getting over the fact it is $159 from Amazon, and it's still $159 from Devart, which is top of the line umbrella, but depending on your price points and what you're up to. But hey, that's the best umbrellas for the wind and the rain. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you to an impactful journey as I introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. So the craziness of the weather that's been happening here in LA, that I've been a topic which was all about umbrellas. And I, went through, the most like reasonable or the most inexpensive to the most expensive. And it all depends on preferences and choices itself. And I don't think it's going to go anyway soon, this rain. So looking into this, as I said, I'm already one umbrella in, and I might have to go get another one. Or I might need to go get some, some gumboots, because it's just unbelievably it just won't stop raining. And my feet or my tootsies, it's actually, it's always wet and it's cold and it's just miserable. I don't like the feeling of wet feet or, wet socks and shoes. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about umbrellas, and I like to know, do you actually like umbrellas, or do you wear raincoats, or do you find them annoying? Just drop me an email or drop me a text. I like to know, what's your preferences as such. Regardless of the size, no umbrella will keep you dry from head to toe, especially if there's a breeze. So we already know that. But in saying that, so over the past, several years, we've taken umbrellas on errands, run them under the shower, attack them with leaf blowers, torture them at the point of failure of gusty winds and blizzard-like conditions. In between the tests, we've lived with these umbrellas and loaned samples to family and members and friends. This has generated an impromptu side-by-side comparison and ultimately revealed how these umbrellas hold up with long-term use. After all testing with confidence, we found some of the best umbrellas among the hundreds available. Please go ahead, drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host.
I'm fighting that focus, cause I get lost, holding on to it all. Cause I get lost, holding on to it all.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, I am looking and seeing, what is the best umbrellas, which brand umbrella is the best. So we've got here the Frigment 4-ball umbrella for men. We've got the G4 free wooden G handle classic umbrella. We have the Volinox large travel umbrella. We have the Excellence golf large umbrella. We have the Parkey Introvert waterproof umbrella. We've got the Reverex compact umbrella for women. You've got here the Esmu Salvage lightweight umbrella, and you've got the Selectan compact lightweight umbrella. So it depending on what you're after, and what is the best umbrella to have. Like in saying that, what umbrella doesn't flip in the wind? Like that's a good question, because there's so many times when we're out and about and it's windy and it's raining and then it turns inside out. So they're saying the Repel travel umbrella is fortified with 99 resin reinforced fiberglass ribs that flex slightly to the wristband, powerful gust without turning inside out, and defends against the implements like no other umbrella. So yeah, they're saying that's the best brand of umbrella, so that's good to know. But it all depends, of like how many times you use it, or you're in a city that doesn't rain, or maybe you're in a country it does rain. You just don't know. It's just like, an inexpensive umbrella, is it worth it? Which umbrella is best for the rain and wind? Does windproof umbrellas exist? So it all depends, on the person, on the preference. As I said, it's just like, we can discuss and see what is the best ones to actually purchase and what fits your needs. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. because of this crazy, crazy weather of rain, 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 we are talking about umbrellas where, you know, depending on what you're after and what size, what color, blah, blah, blah. But they're saying that Repel umbrellas is the best travel, golf, reverse umbrellas. So, you know, what is the standard size, you know, for a rain umbrella? So a rain umbrella can have a diameter ranging from 21 to 25 inches, depending on the umbrella type. Common ones are usually below 30 inches. So that's good to know. You know, what's the best color for an umbrella? I have mine, which is a purple one, and I like purple. What's the best color for outdoor umbrella? If you need an umbrella to use for, you know, to go, obviously they say black, which is 90% sun UV rays. If you're just looking for rainy protection, any color will do, which, you know, fair enough, because I've got a purple umbrella. And what types of umbrellas? You know, there's, you know, what's the best type of umbrellas? So you've got the classic umbrella, classic umbrellas, otherwise known as the foldable umbrellas, are the most modern umbrella available. Travel size, the doorman umbrella, the golf umbrella, the bubble umbrella, fashion umbrella, the parcel, and the personal parcel. There is so many different, you know, types of umbrella, it all depending on your preferences and your style and what you like. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Lost, I'm looking at your flaws, gon' make me act. I'm falling out of focus, yeah. 'Cause I get lost, holding on to it all.
You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. Sit back and let me take you to an impactful journey as we introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Listening to Sarah B Solutions. We're going through, which it is, I'm loving the fact that I'm going through and we're discussing umbrellas. Umbrellas are just fun. Like, depending having the right one, that's the main thing. That's the main reason. So, you know, you've got here the tote open umbrella, which is $7. You've got the Dick's Sporting Goods, which is, you know, $27. You got the West Chester 40 in blue and white, say $8. You've got the totes and open wood stick, which is like $23. You got the tote bubble umbrella clear, which is $24. You got the Rebel umbrella windproof, which is $25. You got the tote superior mini manual, which is $10. And then you got the better umbrella reverse, which is the $23. So it all depends what you're after, what you like, and what is needed. There's so many different ranges, and depending on what you want and after, it all depends on your preferences. You're listening to Miss Sarah B. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio. You are listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B. Talking about umbrellas. I love to know, are you an umbrella person or are you a raincoat person, or do you wear gumboots? You know, everyone has their own preferences. Drop me an email or drop me a text and let me know your thoughts. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. We're talking and we're discussing about umbrellas. Do you have an umbrella, or you're just like, yeah, whatever? But because of the weather's been horrible, we have been talking about umbrellas. Lots of them, 7 best umbrellas for 2024. So that's interesting. So they've got the top 7. That apparently they've trusted it and they've reviewed it. Missions to help you buy the best stuff and get the most out of already known. Our team of products experts thoroughly vet every product we recommend to help you cut through the clutter and find out what you need. So they're saying here, the best overall is the Devaco Solo. Okay, so I'm like, okay. You've got here the Totes Titan Large Open Close umbrella. You've got the Tote Signature Manual Bubble umbrella. You've got the G4 Free 54-inch windproof golf umbrella. And you got the Samasite Windguard Auto Close umbrella. So yeah, that's, depending on what you're after and your best reviews they've got for 2024. So I'm just like, okay, the best umbrellas of 2024 recommended are independently chosen by reviewed editors, purchase made through the links below, and may earn us a publishing partner's commission. So we've got here the Devaco Solo, best overall, best value, which is the Tote Titan Large Open Closed umbrella. You've got the Tote Signature Manual Bubble umbrella. You've got the G4 Free 54-inch windproof golf umbrella. And then you've got the Samasite Windguard Auto Open and Close umbrella. So it all depends on your preferences and what you like and what you don't like. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. To Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, we're talking about umbrellas, where it has been raining cats and dogs in La La Land, so I am sharing my thoughts on what's the best umbrellas to buy, to purchase, what's work, what doesn't work. But hey, umbrella is not just an umbrella. There is different ways, different styles, different shades, different just way how you carry it. I have got a little portable, or I should say compact umbrella. Yes, it's good for size, but I've already broken it. So I'm like, should I go out and buy a new one? But I'm looking and I'm deciding, should I go out buy a new umbrella and gumboots? So it all depends. Drop me an email, theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. So, umbrella, 5 unusual umbrella facts. So this is going to be interesting. Recycled umbrellas have muscles. Recycled umbrellas have muscles. Okay, that's new to me. Women were umbrella trailblazers. In the women who championed the umbrella before men took up the habit of carrying them. An umbrella makes you credible. Okay? Umbrellas used to be called Robinsons. Okay, that's good. That's unusual facts. Okay, National Umbrella Day is February 10th. Wow, didn't know that. Okay, so that's really, really good to know. So the interesting facts about umbrellas. A steel-ribbed umbrella was invented in 1852 by Samuel Fox. First working folding umbrella was introduced in 1969 by Bradford Phillips. Over 33 million umbrellas are sold in the United States each year. First use of a simple made sun protecting umbrella comes with 3,000 to 4,000 years old from Egypt and Assyria. Oh, interesting fact. I like that. So that's good facts to know about the good old umbrella. You can drop me an email, theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listening to Sarah B Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're discussing about umbrellas, and we are going through where umbrellas, some interesting facts about them. Why is the umbrella important? An umbrella is an essential household item that can protect you from exposure in sunlight, heat, and hot weather, as well as rain. A perfect chosen umbrella can go a long way in keeping you safe and healthy. So what is, umbrellas known for? Umbrella is a portable handheld device which is used to protection against rain and sunlight. The modern umbrella consists of circular fabric as plastic screen stretched over hinge ribs and radiate from a central pole. So that's just interesting. So, umbrella, portable rain protection, sun protection. So that's, it all depends, like how did an umbrella get, that's interesting. How did the umbrella get its name? Umbrella was borrowed from the Italian word umbrella. Oh, the umbrella. The umbrella, I don't have the accent, but the umbrella. Okay, that's good to know. A modification of the Latin umbrella, which it came from umbrella, meaning shade or shadow. So that's another amazing facts. Guys, I love to hear what you got to say about, my crazy, share of umbrellas. You can drop me an email, theblocksaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Woohoo! listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are talking about the good old umbrellas, how amazing, where, like, interesting facts, where it came from, what, where it originated from. It's all interesting. So how many umbrellas break every year? So that's a good question. Over 1 billion umbrellas are broken every single year. That's a lot of umbrellas. The everyday car has optimized to run for decades, whereas that everyday umbrellas can barely last beyond a season. Then, that's true, which I've only started using mine, and it's already broken. That's when they decided to ample the same principles as design philosophy, where we are building cars into redefining everyday umbrellas. So the umbrellas, 1 billion each year that gets broken. That's crazy. But anyway, I'm in that boat as we speak. My umbrella has broken. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to one and only The Block 105 Radio. Listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, we're talking about umbrellas, some interesting facts, umbrella facts. Interesting umbrella facts. Here's some interesting facts about the umbrella. Word umbrella came from the Latin word umbrio, which means shade or shadow. Modern day widespread acceptance of umbrellas started to spread across Europe in the middle of the 18th century. Up until the point, umbrellas were viewed as female fashion accessory. The first man who publicly carried umbrella was an Englishman, Jonas Hanway. His influence finally introduced umbrellas to the male population of England and soon after the entire world. Modern-day umbrellas are strikingly similar in the design to models that were used in ancient Greece and Rome. The technology advancement of the 20th century enables the creations of the technology advance of 20th century enables the creation of mechanisms and materials are integrated part of modern umbrellas. Guys, I don't know if you've been, into the umbrellas, but I had to pull mine out. I do have another umbrella, which it has lots of cats, and it's my favorite umbrella, and I haven't used it. I just like it. It's so cute, and I just thought, whoa, I must bring it out, but I haven't as yet. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. We're talking about the good old umbrellas, where we have found and we've discovered the interesting facts about umbrellas, different shapes, different colors, different sizes, different, styles, different price points, depending on each what you like and your own preferences. Guys, I'm hoping that you stay dry and stay, comfy and cozy, because I know the weather is cold out there, but that's just how it is. That's just, you just need to stay dry and stay warm, and just keep your little tootsies, warm, and your hands warm as well. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio.
I'm closer to the edge. I feel the vertigo. They're rushing through my head. Now I'm so far from home. I leave this place, far from grace. We all need changes. I'm letting go of all I know in search of changes.
Listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, drop me a text. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. By all means, jump on board and see what I'm up to and what am I, my around of outs and outs of just everything, where I am all over the place because I'm always up to doing and going and being somewhere. Whew, there is a cute little place that I have discovered, which is called the Bake Bar in LA, which is amazing. I must share this. They have yummy treats, and I am scared because it's so close, where it has amazing cute little, it's just yummy and more yummy. So the Bake Bar, which is actually in where are we, in LA, Washington Boulevard. The exact address, which is 10848 Washington Boulevard, Culver City, 90293. No, it's actually 20232. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? So the address again is 10848 Washington Boulevard, Culver City, California, 90232. Open every day, 8 a.m. You can contact them to place orders on 310-425-8701. It is a cute little place. I had stumbled. I asked if they were actually open over the, the strike, but they were, and I was very, very okay. I had completely missed it. So it's just a cute bake bar where they have Wi-Fi, they have good coffee, they have good treats. So the bake bar was founded by pastry chef, and they combined their experience in Las Vegas, the Bay, and Greater LA. First crossed the paths at UCLA, and they will work together for 13 years. So, and that's how they actually opened this little shop, which is really, really cute. It just has these amazing, beautiful treats. If you hop on my socials, you'll see it's actor underscore Sarah23. There was so many good, yummy treats. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host.
I chase the wildest dream. 'Cause life is what you make it. I leave this place, far from grace. The only changes. I'm letting go of all I know in search of changes.
You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, I know the weather has been horrible. I want everyone to be safe out there. There is too many, unfortunately, mudslides. Houses are being lost. You know, too many potholes. I'm hoping, and I can't wait into the window. I can't wait until the heavens open up where we can actually get sunshine, because it is scary to see that a lot of houses are being destroyed. I want everyone to, stay safe and stay, just be aware of your surroundings. I know, and I don't like this, there's a lot of mudslides, a lot of house collapsing, which is very scary, because I know there's a lot of people out there, unfortunately, are losing their homes, and it breaks my heart, because if you don't have a home, it's soul crushing. And unfortunately, this weather is actually, Mother's Nature is taking and getting the better of us. Guys, we need to stay together, stay and check in on our numbers, and just make sure everyone is taking care of each other, because it is important to do so. Just keep an eye on your neighbors. Just check in to see how they are and what they're doing. Guys, stay safe, stay positive, stay plugged. If you have anything you would like to share with me, by all means, drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am actually, every Friday I host my own shows where I talk about different topics, different scenarios, different what's going on in our world, or what's happening in our country. Depending on what is happening, what is going on, I am happy to kind of be able to have this, amazing platform where I can talk and be able to kind of express my thoughts and my feelings. I like to try to keep it as much as, an open conversation where I love to hear what people have to say. By all means, you can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, drop me a text. You can jump on my socials, actor_Sarah23. That's where I am all over LA, just with all different information, different little hotspots, and just little places that I like to go out and just go check out. Guys, by all means, I want you to all to stay safe, stay dry, stay plugged. By all means, just reach out. If you need, someone to talk to, being the colder months, there is the national line if you want to talk to someone, which is the 988. By all means, go ahead and just give that number a call, because they're there 24/7. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. So you can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stay safe and stay plugged. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 963 9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Everyone has heard about the U.S. space program, but what is actually going on at NASA? Get the real story in 4 minutes or less with the NASA Daily Podcast from Electricast. Join astronauts and researchers as they conduct groundbreaking experiments, work on the International Space Station, and reach for the stars. NASA Daily, your cosmic update.
Electricast.
Have you ever wondered what actually happens in Congress every day? Stay informed on Capitol Hill's daily happenings with a concise, factual summary of the Senate and House of Representatives' activities from the previous session, free from bias, on the Congressional Record Daily Digest podcast. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and discover the process from the heart of U.S. politics. The Congressional Record Daily Digest, an Electricast production.
Electricast.